I'm Devin O'Day. Ask the Expert is the time that we check in with experts in our community and find out how their ways of doing business have changed with the pandemic. Courtrooms and the courtroom scene has definitely had to change, and Michael Ponce is the professional that we've enlisted the help of to tell us how that's going, as well as ways Ponce is continuing to entrench itself into the community to make life a little better.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. I can't wait to get back to where we can actually be in the same room with people.
I think you really missed something from that personal connection of seeing someone face to face, and though video conferencing and stuff is better than nothing and a phone call is better than nothing, it's not the same as being there actually in the same room with someone.
Especially with what you're doing, dealing with people that already had cases on the docket.
Well, and it's definitely frustrating for people because some matters have been pending for a while and people want them resolved, and with the courts not hearing most cases right now or any sort of in-person testimony, it does delay things. Courts are allowing us to proceed with depositions via things like Zoom and other video conferencing tools. We've done some mediations with video conferencing, and some hearings are being done over the phone or via Zoom.
Even television has explained a little bit about how courtrooms are handling the situation with the brand new CBS show All Rise, with an entire episode done on Zoom, taped that way to explain how courts are doing it that way.
All rise.
We are no longer in our kitchens or our bedrooms. We are in courtroom 802.
Online trials are simply not practical.
This is the internet. Don't screw it up.
Michael, have you experienced this virtual courtroom?
We had one 2 weeks ago for one of our cases that was actually pending down in Texas. And we had attorneys from Chicago, not myself here in Tennessee, down in Alabama, and two different firms in Texas. A little difficult to coordinate, but it did work out.
There are so many people that have questions right now, especially when it comes to federal funding and things like that. Social Security is what you deal a lot with. Tell me a little bit about how trying to get Social Security benefits or getting disability benefits. Your firm has really helped a lot of people. How are people getting their benefits now?
We are still pursuing those cases. In fact, probably more vigorously now than ever, just because we know that a lot of people have lost employment as a result of this pandemic. The need for having disability claims, either partial or permanent, is probably greater now than ever. And the ability to find employment for some people that maybe were already had some difficulties in finding employment before is more important now than ever. So we are pursuing those as we always have. We've done that for many, many years. And the Social Security Department is doing everything they reasonably can to expedite claims as well.
How are court dates being handled right now? As we get back into it, is it still just a wait and see as we begin the gradual reopening of the state?
It is. I mean, some matters are still being heard. Certainly some cases can't be delayed, and particularly in the criminal area where you have some people that have arraignments and that type of thing. Criminal cases are not an area of law that our firm practices in. Approvals, motions, scheduling conferences, all of those things are still being held by the court, even though there's not actual trials going on civil cases right now. We believe that the court system will start to open up more, although the details of that process have not been decided on by the Supreme Court yet.
How is it handled in your office right now? If someone had a situation, they've been waiting, they've been contemplating whether or not to go back, they've taken some time off, but they've been injured on the job. There are a lot of people right now that were in limbo and considering, I need help from my employer, I need to pursue this. Do you have people at the office to take a call?
Well, fortunately, our office was in a position that before this crisis even took place, we were able to work remotely. Our computer systems are such that we can work remotely really from anywhere and take calls as well. Everything is done electronically at our office, so we're able to work this fairly seamlessly.
Have you been able to meet with some of the clients via the Zoom meetings and things like that?
Oh, absolutely. We've made a special effort during this time to reach out to our clients. We give them the option, video conferencing or by phone. We want to make sure that every one of our clients knows what's going on in their case, what's still proceeding, and that they're kept informed, and we're kept informed as to how they're progressing through any illnesses or injuries that they have sustained.
No one really tells the Ponce Law story better than someone who has used their services. Here is Russell.
I am Russell, and I am an actual client of Ponce Law. I was a Tennessee State Trooper for 34 years. A siren on top of our patrol cars damaged most of us' right hearing. I called Ponce Law because I wanted to find out what my rights were. Ponce's firm made it very easy for me and convenient. I am tickled to death with the results that I got. They did everything they told me they'd do.
I just know that personal connection is something that you guys do so well. And the other thing is a community connection. Most recently, the teacher award, it takes on a whole new meaning right now because teachers and students have been separated, and now for the rest of the year. Tell us a little bit about that teacher contest and how that has worked and how it's different this year.
This is something we do every year, which is our Outstanding Teacher Contest. And we allow students and family members and other teachers to nominate teachers to win an award. In addition to the award, we give out cash prizes to all the top 5 recipients. We give a $500 award to each teacher that's in the top 5, and also awards to the 6 through 10 as well. We also do that for the teachers. We'd had some people approach my wife and I about whether or not we wanted to continue to have that or delay it for a year, given that schools were closed. And we had a discussion and said, this probably is something that we need to do now more than ever. Even though the schools are currently out, the teachers are still doing an outstanding job reaching out to their students, and this is important that they be recognized and that their efforts in the schools are recognized as well. So it's been a great success. There's 22 counties in Middle Tennessee that we've had teachers nominated from in 67 schools.
The winners of the teacher competition with Ponce Law include Julie Potter from Dixon Middle School, Nikki Alonzo from New Union Elementary, Amber Williams from Jones Padilla Magnet, Carrie Bohoric from Davidson Academy, and Amy Brees from Davidson Academy as well. Congratulations. A full list of winners can be found at Ponce Law's Facebook page.
That's so important to be entrenched in the community and connect on those levels. I think And at Main Street, the Main Street Awards are going on, and that's the same thing that Dave Gould has done in each county. The Main Street Awards is still real important. It might be a little different this year, but it is more necessary probably this year than any other because we are craving that community, don't you think?
Absolutely. And our firm is, I guess, also one of the firms that's been nominated for one of the Main Street Awards. So if anyone who is hearing this would like to vote for our firm, we would certainly appreciate it.
Ponce Law has always been a great part of the community, and communication is always at the helm of everything they do. If people need to get in touch with you, Michael, what do they need to do? You are still taking calls for new cases?
Absolutely. We're always available to talk with our clients, be a resource for people, both on cases that we personally handle, but for also other areas that we may not, to refer them to the right direction so that they've got a resource when they need it. If anyone has legal questions or has a case that they would like us to take a look at, I mean, they always call our number. It's 615-851-1776 or 615-244-4321.
You can find that also if you go to the top right-hand corner of PonceLaw.com. There's a toll-free number there as well, isn't there?
Yes, there is. So if you live outside our area, or our 1-800 number is always available as well. We'd love for people to sign up for our newsletter. We do an email newsletter that usually goes out at least once a month, provides information about legal issues here in Middle Tennessee and elsewhere, as well as what's going on with our firm. It's got a lot of really valuable information.
I love that newsletter, and I love the fact that there's always a really good recipe. Your wife is amazing at finding great recipes that, especially during quarantine, people are cooking at home now.
Well, I'm the beneficiary of that because any recipes are personally her recipes we try out, and so we get to try a lot of different things.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for your time, Michael.
Ask the Expert is part of Main Street Today. If you'd like more information about Ponce Law, check out poncelaw.com, follow them on Facebook, and don't forget to sign up for that fantastic newsletter. And check out their new commercials. Who knew that Michael Ponce and Orange County choppers have something in common?